Hi, it's Adam from Reality Manifestation, and within this video I'm going to be going through how to upgrade your mindset in just 15 minutes, which is going to be achieved through a morning routine that I've personally used, and by the end of this video you're going to understand the 3 stages of this routine and how to get the most out of them. So with that said, let's get straight into it. This morning routine is made up of 3 stages, which is of a breathing meditation, visualization, and affirmations, which I'll go through each stage in more detail in just a moment, but it's first worth becoming aware of why morning routines are so beneficial. To give you a simplified shortened version to why, is basically first thing in the morning when you're conditioning yourself and you want to reprogram your subconscious mind. When you're setting an intention, on a metaphysical level, what you're wanting to attract into your day in your life, but also in your mindset and what you're looking for throughout that day, a part of your mind called the reticular activating system will search for more evidence or ways for you to achieve what you've intended in that day. And also, momentum tends to build up on itself, so if you're in an upward spiral, you'll likely keep going up and up, things getting better and better. Or if you're in a downward spiral, things tend to just get worse and worse. Have you ever had the experience and said the phrase, "It's just one of those days"? Now, if you start off your morning in a bad frame of mind, this is basically telling your mind, the part of your mind, again called the reticular activating system, to find more reasons why you're going to have a bad day, or subconsciously lead you towards sabotaging your day or creating more reasons for having a bad day. So obviously you'll want to increase your chances of having a great day and showing up to the activities, work, whatever you're doing in that day in a positive, empowered state and frame of mind. So a great way to do this and to get the most out of your day is through a morning routine. So now getting into the actual routine itself that I'm going to go through, with the first stage being a 5 minutes breathing meditation. Now, if you're completely new to meditation, or you've never done meditation before, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to a video that very briefly talks about the coronavirus, but it goes through a beginner's introduction to meditation that also includes a breathing meditation, which is ideal for this routine. So you'll aim to do this for 5 minutes. Now overall, each stage is 5 minutes with a total of 15 minutes, but it doesn't have to be just 15 minutes. The reason it's laid out this way is if you're not in the routine or habit of having a morning routine, going any longer can feel too time consuming, or you unlikely want to set the time. So start off small with a few minutes, and as you start to find that you get into state in enjoying the routine, you gradually build up and increase it from there. And the reason we're starting off with a meditation is because it will calm, relax the mind, and will make the following 2 stages more effective. So now moving on to the next stage with stage 2, which is visualizing yourself achieving your goals and also achieving what you've set out and intended for that day, and everything going great. And our subconscious minds can't tell the difference between something we vividly imagine and actually experience. And if you get in the habit of consistently visualizing yourself achieving your goals and you make it feel real, this will tell your subconscious that it is real, and you'll start to attract and move towards the attainment and achievement of those goals. Now, if you want to know how to get the most out of your visualizations for achieving your goals, I've already done a video that covers this in detail that I'll also leave down below, which basically goes through for how your mind works to to get the most out of your visualizations, because for example, some people actually feel visual images and visualizations more when they focus more on the sounds that complement those images, or the feelings and sensations during reliving a memory or visualizing something being attained and achieved. So this is why a lot of visualizations may not work well for you, so I highly recommend that you watch that video. So now to recap this step, as it's quite straightforward, basically visualize yourself already having and achieving your medium to long term goals for a few minutes, and then you're going to spend the remaining 2.5 minutes or so visualizing you going through everything you've set out for that day and it going great, and that you've achieved it and it's gone to plan. So once you've spent a few minutes doing this and it feels real to you, or it's at least somewhat had an impact on how you feel, you're then going to move on to the third and final step, which is affirmations. If you don't know what an affirmation is, or what the purpose of an affirmation is, basically it's a phrase or statement for something we either want to feel or experience, or something we want to believe to be true. Now, to get the most out of your affirmations, you want to apply and involve the 3 areas that make up your triad or your state. If you're unfamiliar what I mean by managing your state or your triad, I've also done a video on this that I'll leave down below. But to give you a brief explanation now, is basically how we feel moment to moment is based on the state that we're in, and there's 3 main areas that determine the state that we're in, which is made up of our physiology, so basically how we're moving our body, our facial expressions, how we're breathing, and changing our physiology literally changes our biochemistry, which can have a very powerful effect on how we think and how we feel. And the next part of the triad is our patterns of focus and the meanings we attach to it. So whatever we focus on and then the meaning we give to it feels real, whether it actually is real or not. So if you was to change what you're focusing on and also gave something a different meaning, you'd feel completely different about that experience. And the third part of the triad is our patterns of language, which also includes the words that we're using and also the tone of voice. So now the reason this is important to understand is because when we're using affirmations to change or create a new belief, a belief is basically just a feeling of certainty that something is or isn't true. And what makes something feel true or makes us feel certain about it is basically how we feel about something. So when you're using affirmations, it's about creating the sensation and the feeling more so than just saying the phrase or the statement. So as you're saying an affirmation such as, I am confident, I am determined, or anything along those lines, you want to embody the state of someone who is confident. So you want to hold yourself upright in a powerful posture with a facial expression that either shows confidence or makes you feel confident. You want to be focusing on reasons why you're confident or times in your life where you have been confident. And as you're saying the affirmation, you want to say it with confidence. If you was to go, I'm confident. I really am. Believe me, subconscious mind, I really am confident. As you can probably tell, it's not going to be that powerful in creating the certainty that you are confident, and could actually have the opposite effect and reinforce the belief of that you're not confident. If this is something that you're wanting to change and are currently working on, if you focus more on creating the sensation rather than just the statement, the affirmation itself, you will get far more from it. Because just saying a phrase won't make it feel true to you on a subconscious and emotional level. And that's where real change takes place. I'll leave some examples of affirmations you can use down below. And again, you'll also aim to do this for 5 minutes, but if you get in state and have the time and want to go for longer, then I encourage it. I also forgot to mention, you're better off only using 1 or 2 affirmations repetitively and really creating the sensation, and only saying an affirmation a couple of times and keep changing, because repetition is also key for reprogramming your subconscious mind. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, if you could like it, and if you haven't already, subscribe, as this lets us know what kind of videos you'd like us to make more of, and also share this with anyone who you think would benefit from learning about a morning routine or any of the areas I've covered within this video. Also, comment down below on any affirmations that you like to use, or anything you're going to use or take from this morning routine and apply yourself. I hope you found this video useful, and I shall see you soon.